My first question to you is, what do you like about your work?
Well, first of all, I'm a college counsellor, which could also be called a university counsellor. The two phrases are kind of interchangeable. Usually, these roles are found in international schools or in the American education system, and it's basically about helping students in the latter parts of their school career to get ready to go to university. Okay. So basically, I really enjoy my job because I it's like I make a difference in what I'm doing. And I know that can sound, well, cheesy or cliche. However, I've been a teacher previously before, and I got into teaching in order to try to make a difference with people's lives and to get them engaged in learning and to empower them in what they want to do with their lives and with their future, and help act as a vehicle for that. Within teaching, I did feel like I did that to a certain extent. But once I learnt about this role that I do now, and once I engaged in it, trained in it, and started to do it as a career, I felt that I genuinely was achieving this. And that's something that not all teachers can feel like they can actually say. So the main reason why I like being a college counsellor or a university counsellor is because I help students move forward in their lives, demonstrate a world of different possibilities of which there is out there, and just empowering them with future decisions. I mean, why would I not like the job?
How did you first get started?
Well, as I said, I was initially a teacher, and then I moved into international schools, away from the standard local comprehensive schools within the UK. And then I learned about different curriculums, and then from that, I was actually quite lucky in the fact that a position was being opened. I was head of a department in a science department abroad in an IB school, which is International Baccalaureate. And there was this opening for a university counsellor, at which stage I asked my director or principal if they'd found anybody for the position yet, just in pure conversation. And it was basically through luck that they turned around and they said, well, no, we haven't. And I think you would be fantastic at it, Jeremy. And at which point I thought, okay, so I understand the job description, but surely there should be some sort of qualifications, some training behind it, some support, and all of these things. And I was one of those lucky right time, right place kinds of people to be in a fortunate position where somebody that who had already done the job, as in the principal of the current school that was offering me the position, and which I'd already proved myself in the school, basically turned around to me and said, well, that's okay. I can give you some hands-on training to start with. And then once that, we can look to some more formalized training as well. So how I got into it was quite lucky. The way a lot of people get into it is through training to be a guidance counselor, which is basically the well-being and the health and well-being and personal counseling within schools. And finding positions generally in international schools or the American system that kind of need an additional quota of college counselling. That's how people usually get into it. And then they find their hours slowly shifting according to the need of the school and the position they're in, and their skill set and their ability to do the role into moving into that. However, there are actual qualifications that you can do. And so I did have some additional training, some more formalized training as well, which can be found at College Board. So College Board is the US UCAS in effect. And on there you can find a whole range of different courses, some of them in very reputable universities. They do individual courses like managing student stress in the college admissions process, and a focus on financial aid, or a matter of professional practice for counsellors and some of these can be online as well. So There are some additional courses, but obviously I needed a degree first, and I needed to be a teacher first for me to be able to move into that role. In effect, one could say through the back door, through demonstrating my ability and skills.
Okay, thanks very much for that. We'll put the link in the video description in the text below. Finally, what would you say to someone looking to start out today?
So if you're looking to start out today, I would say, first of all, make sure you are a people person. Make sure you actually do genuinely care about young people, their futures. This is key, okay? I feel like you also need to get some experience in the world as well. So sometimes it can be seen as a second career, like it was for me. But for other people who go straight through the counselling route, the guidance counselling route, the other route that I explained to you when you become the personal guidance counsellor, if you're dead set from university or from when you're in your secondary school and you want to look towards going to go straight into this kind of a role, I would say train in counselling psychology courses after a psychology course. So you can go psychology course and then go into a master's in counselling psychology. And then from there, with an M, and some of these courses are designed for education purposes. So you can have a master's in counselling psychology for education or for another industry. So that would be a more direct route if that's the way you wish to choose. Or you could try out how you feel about teaching first and then look to do some of the additional courses in which I went through and started to do myself.